Hello everybody, my name is Crescent Moon here with another video, and this time we're going to be talking about build items and how to get them. So the number one thing you have to do to unlock these is get a construction yard. Your game will still allow you to get them even without one, but without one you'll not be able to place any of the items onto your buildings. So when you Actually, you're going to get a quest for this first, now that I think about it. You'll get a quest in the quest book for it. It'll say, build a construction yard. You press the little arrow, it'll take you there. It's either in this menu with the civil buildings or the military. I don't remember exactly which one it is. But it's the same size as like a normal farmhouse. Half the size of a storehouse. Half the size of a park. Like the normal one block size buildings. So then once you get it, you can click on it. I think it takes about 5 minutes to build, but that depends on your keep level as well. So it might take up to 20 sometimes if you have a regular level 1 keep, if I had to guess. So you go here to build items. It's that blue box in the corner. Now if you look here, you can see, I'll set it up here. You can see where I've got build items. You can see that there's a primary slot, a relic slot, and then an appearance slot. So relic slots are basically like really strong upgrades that you can put on there. They cost a lot more than the hexagonal ones, and they do a lot more bonuses than the hexagonal ones will do. Now the hexagon ones are easier to make. This is what I recommend starting with, especially since these tutorials are for people who are not level 70 yet, who don't do all the events with their alliance yet, so they don't have all the things they need to actually get the relic items. So do the hexagonal ones first. If you get any appearance ones that are legendary or anything like that, always put them on. It can't hurt anything. If it has a thing that you might need in the future for like a bonus, you don't have to use it right away. But if it's permanent, I always throw it on. And if it's not, I still usually do, because I don't see the point in having it in my inventory to never use it. So when you're on this list, you can see every single building that you have that has a slot. Now the most annoying thing is that not every single building has have pieces you can put on them. Most of them have appearance slots, but some of them don't actually have upgrade slots at all, which I find really dumb. So I can go into here. So this is So this is the assigning build items here. So it'll show everything you have. You can put it between the different kinds, and then, or go to all. You can sort it here. You have room for 1,000. Here you can disassemble anything you don't need anymore. I'll show you. I don't need this at the moment. So you can see what it'll give you before you do it, in case you don't want to do it. But see, then it'll say you disassembled it, and you get these materials, and they'll go back into your inventory. You can choose any of your castles at all different categories of buildings, and all the different buildings, so you can choose between which one you want. You can also make it a bigger view for yourself if you want to see it better. So then this is the crafting build items. So you can pick what slot, the relic slot or the primary slot. You cannot craft appearance slots. You can only craft relic and primary. For categories, it's the type of buildings again. And then for all buildings, you can pick between the buildings in general. There will be lists of things you don't have unlocked yet. So take a look around your castle first and see what buildings you have before you go through with everything. Now here you can see here what you have unlocked. So if you have this gray outline on this blueprint, that means you can only craft it up to level 3. Once you get it to green, you can craft it to level, hold on, I'll find out, to level 6, and then the next one will be up to level 10. So if you have the legendary, that means you can get it as high as possible. Every next color that you go, so when it goes from gray to green and then green to legendary, it'll change what kind of materials you need, and you can see it ahead of time even if you do not have everything researched, which I'll get to next. So here you can go through all the different things. You can see if, hold on, let me try to find, yeah, here. You can see what is a relic, because a relic here will have different types of materials, which are hard to get, and also have a circle here, that's how you know that it's a relic. Also, if you hold over, it'll say premium and relic in front of it, but then here it'll just say it's just a build item blueprint. It doesn't say relic, it doesn't say anything like that. That's how you know. You can just tell by the name. As you can see, like level 1 here, it does so much more than the others, but getting timber, straw, a million people will tell me that it's easy to get those things, but if you're not level 70 yet, and you're a lower level, it's not easy to get. So in my opinion, try to get as high a level things as you can for everything. Like I said, not everything's going to have an actual, like, thing you can put in all the slots, but just look through and see. Go through each of your buildings one by one, take some time, see what you can get, and then upgrade them to level 3, at least at first. And then once you get your research tower to level 4, then what we need to do is go to it. So here's my research tower here. You'll click this button to go into research. If you haven't used it yet, you definitely need to use it. I'm very behind on mine, but I'm almost to the end of this page. Then I'm going to go on to this page and everything else, which starts to cost more. But there's another page here called Blueprints, and if you look here, this will say it's required by level 5. This would be required by level 3, and this is level 4. So I don't know exactly when you get this. I don't remember what level it is for sure. But you need to go into the Blueprints tab. So here you can see all the different, you can just hold over it. You can see what kind of blueprint it is. It'll tell you which building it can go on to and everything like that. You can just look at it and see. There's different categories up here. Now, in my opinion, the best one to get first is actually this one. So it's the Research Tower Build Item Blueprint. So this one actually gets rid of resource costs. Now it's only 18%, and in my opinion, it hasn't done a whole lot. But it's still going to be a lot cheaper. In the long run, you're going to save yourself a lot of time. And then there's also some other ones, like in the economic and military, that will also take away the percentage that it takes to upgrade things and to research things in this tower. So you just want to kind of chip away at it and get to that point where it doesn't cost you as much to do all of these things, because it's really expensive, especially coin-wise. So what I use this for the most is the food production blueprint. So as you can see, I've done 3 out of 3 here. Not all of these things will be useful. In my mind, getting everything maxed out is completing the game, and some people that's just not the case, and that's just fine. Like I said, not everyone's going to agree with me and everything like that, but eventually I'm going to research all of this stuff. I actually researched the market barrel thing, which I haven't even made yet. Maybe I'll do that in this to show you, but for here, this is the food production. Do this one first, because if you can get this going, you can put it on all of your food things. So you can put on your conservatories, you can put it on your granaries, you can put it on your greenhouses. You can put it on your bakery. I actually got a legendary food storage one, like, what, I don't know, like level 30 or something like that, so I still have that one on there. But make it for every single food thing you have, every castle, everything. Trust me, because you can even put it on farmhouses. So once you switch to your level 70 buildings, you will still get them back. If I were you, I would make sure before you do your switch to level 70 buildings, remove the build items from your farmhouses, because you don't want to lose them, especially if they're high level by that point. So then you can do wood. I've worked on wood a little bit. You can do stone. It does cost quite a bit, as you can see, so you have to make sure your storehouse is catching up as well, because it's important. There's one for honey. There's one for, beef. There's all the different things you get towards the end. Now you can also upgrade the relics. It's easy to research the relics, but just remember, it's not easy to actually craft them. So, like this one, it's 4.3 million coins. Right now I have 2 million, which for me is amazing, actually. It's like a really good amount that I have. So, first of all, I'm going to show you a couple things. So, if you go to the Master Blacksmith, You go to the gold pieces. I don't know exactly what level this pops up on, but if it's on yours, you will know, and you can keep checking it as you level up. But right here, there's one here. It has a 30 on it. It's the circle one. It's 25k. So right now I have 16k, so I've been saving up, trying to get stronger so I can get more easily. And so my best advice is don't spend them. I've done that enough. Now I could buy this one, but I'm not gonna because it's actually, this is 10 levels higher. So if you click this here, you can see this actually gives you 4,000 food production per hour, which is crazy. You can have 10 of these per castle too. And right now I think I only have like 8 buildings or so. I might have exactly 10. I don't remember, but either way, if you actually had 10 of these, that's 40,000 food production an hour, and you could have so many troops in your castle with that. It's kind of crazy, actually. So, buy these when you can. Put them on your granaries, put them on your everything. Any kind of food item thing that you have, put them on there. And I think the best part is if you look here, you get the circle ones like that, you can actually put them, like if I go here, you can see I have the level 10 legendary one here. But you can also put the relic one on there so they double themselves up. Not only that, but it gives public order and everything like that. So it's just really a good idea to try, and because this is the basic production, it's supposed to be 130. Right now, I'm making 1,105, which I know some people have a lot higher stuff. But it's going to get you a lot higher. Like right now, I'm making almost 16,000 food production an hour. And there's so many younger level players that I have that always tell me, well, I have too many troops, and this is what you need to be working on. Because you really need to get, everything figured out. So to make these, you need certain resources. So at the bottom here, there are these material sacks. So all 6 of these material sacks is what you use to actually make these. And there are only 50 of these coins. You can turn a little bit of the gold coins into silver ones. I've done it before. It's not the end of the world. It just keeps you from getting the relics. So try not to do it too often. But you get these material sacks right here. And buy them as you see fit, as to get everything leveled up. If you're lower level, do not buy the soul stones yet. You don't need them. You really don't need any of these 4. You really only need the sand and bricks. So what I do is I just see how many I can buy. Like I go here. I can only buy 1 right now, but say I could buy 10. I buy 5 of each, so it's about even. Another important thing is if you buy flint, you get a little bit of brick and sand. If you buy farming tools, you get a little bit of these 3. You buy these, you get all 4, and then you buy the soul stone. You get a tiny amount of all of these along with the soul stones. So you will pick up a little bit as you go. So Master Blacksmith is amazing. Always make sure that you use it appropriately because it's actually very helpful. So yeah, that is the overview of how to make and assign build items. So right now I'm going to show you something here. Like I've researched this market barrows thing right here. I don't have a lot of these left. So if you look here, we need 15 sand and 15 bricks. So I can craft a level 1. Now the main thing here is you can easily click craft and just keep going. But if you do that, you're going to get stuck with like 5 level 1s. And you're not going to get a level 2. So you have to click this arrow. It'll tell you if you have the level before it. See, and then you can craft it again. Like that, and then keep going. So you just keep going just like that. Obviously I'm out already. Actually I can use I have a little bit of, let me get the sand. See, I only got like 28 sand, which is not hardly at all, so you're gonna have to spend a good amount, to get everything. But let's just make it the green one for now. And then, so what we're gonna do here, if we go to no. Oh, sorry, I had that because I had that selected. I'm like, what? Okay. So, right here you can see I have the market barrow build item. So I click this. I can click right here. It puts it in the primary slot. It'll make sure you really want to do it. It's really hard to mess up. So, if you don't want it in there, do not press it. It's not too much to take out either of those. And you press that you want it. And you can now see with the green, you can see here how much it added and then how much you have now, which will help me out a lot. And I will keep upgrading this, of course, because you want to get everything to the legendary level, and then you want to just get as much high level stuff as possible. Last thing that I want to say is these videos are for people under level 70 or people who are level 70 and behind on the game, because it seems like there is a precedent set that certain things are behind, and it's bad food production and not level 5 keeps everywhere because of the people in this game who are really worried about everyone's performance all the time. And so if you want to get your things up or anyone's told you you're behind, this is your friendly video to start working on things that maybe you should have done before. But in my experience, no one taught me these things, and so I'm making these videos so people who are lower level than me can find it before they hit this level, so they can work on things while they level up. So they get to the point that I am right now a lot sooner, and then when they're at my level now, they'll have 5 times more than what I have now, because they've been slowly getting it while they've been doing all their events and leveling up over time. So just so you know, these videos are mainly for people under level 70. So if you're level 70, this advice seems really dumbed down. There are people in this game who don't know any of this stuff, and so that is why I'm making these videos. So, thank you for watching, and have a good night. Bye, guys.